Welcome traders to the video about conservative absorption style. I hope you remember the entry criteria. When we are looking for a sell, we want to see the highly positive delta inside the zone and shift on delta to the negative. And opposite when we are looking for a buys. Price needs to be inside demand zone. There should be highly negative delta with shift on delta to the positive. So here will be the first two examples for a buy and for a sell. But at first we need to make some markups to see where the price could go, of course. You have to have some point of interest. What I see here, based on the previous day, the session closed with a big order. Yes, very clean. The tool set this, and then we had a big gap in the market. So during the Asian and London session, here was some move to the upside after leaving that base from the last New York traders. So here is the demand zone. I'll make it here. Yeah, we have a demand. Hope this is clean. I will just lock this. Also inside this zone we have a key level, the value area high, which is automated set by the volume profile tool. Yeah, so we have a zone with a key level. So what I would be like to see is the price reaching the zone. If we'll hit also key level, that is even better, because that is double confirmation of potentially holding the price. So what I would like to see here are passive buyers sitting. Yeah, so passive buyers we see as a highly negative delta. But it is not necessary that price is hitting both our areas of interest. First of all, we are focused only on the zone, right? The key level inside the zone is just a confirmation. Please be focused more really on taking trades from zone, not from key levels. Key levels are better, for me personally, as a TPs, but if matched with my zone, it's even better. Yeah? As I said, like double confirmation. So I hope that this demand zone is clean. So here's like a big leg out, invisible for us, because this move happened during the Asian and London session. So price opened above this. So maybe the price would like to go here to fill the orders left by the last New York traders. And what we have above our price action. Yeah, this is, I prefer to mark always something what is above the price and below to set alerts. Yes, I don't prefer to sit all the time on charts. I would like to see the alert. What we have here, what happened 2 days later. Price was below the VWAP and rejected here with a huge gap, almost 2 times bigger than yesterday, right? It means that here were a lot of sellers. Take a look. This is the after lunch time. So second part of the New York session. There were a lot of aggressive sellers below the VWAP. They didn't want to see the price above it. They push it lower. So when the price at the end of the session came back with the nice pattern, here are equal highs as a resistance with a strong push up. And then when New York traders woke up, the price was below. So that is a supply. If I would mark the zone like this, I wouldn't be so happy. It will hold, of course, until today, because this zone is already used, as was mentioned on the lesson about supply and demand. And I prefer to use the zones only one time. I will explain you why I am interested still on that zone. There's just one reason. I will mark this like here. Because today price missed this zone by 1 point, or even less than 1 point. It missed that beautiful zone. But what I found in volume, let's go deeper. I mean here now the last reaction on the New York session when the price reached the zone after the pattern. Yeah, the pattern worked perfectly. We had the preparation, leaving the liquidity, finding it to make a huge move down. So definitely good zone. I want to zoom this in, because happened something unusual. That one candle at last moments of the session, take a look on this volume, 66,000, and compare this with all the previous volumes. Crazy. Yeah, this was amazing move. Even let's compare this from the all day. Yeah, when the session opened, it was 2 times lower. All the time it was still less than 2 times lower volume than the last push here. It was also reaction with the VWAP. So I would even mark the zone from here. That here were the biggest passive sellers in that area, in this VWAP. So that's why I would not draw the zone from here, because it was already used, but that one candle confirmed how many sellers were here. So it is very high probability that we could still use that zone as a second chance. Let's lock this. Whoa, what happened? So it's an amazing area, and what I like, here's also key level as a Tuesday's POC, point of control, and it also matched with the VWAP when all the story happened here. So we have supply with a point of control with a VWAP, so 3 things inside one zone. But as I told also previously about this demand, it is not necessarily to meet all these levels, or in this case one main level in the zone, because we are focused only on the area. Yeah, the previous key level was hit at the market opened today. It was the value area low from Tuesday, but the value area high from Wednesday is still untouched. I like this in this platform, the fact that it's still developing the levels until the price will meet. Yeah, so if the price here met finally the value area low, it stopped developing further. It's just done. Yeah, so it's very nice and easy to see older levels if you are loading more data. I have here loaded just 3 days. It's enough. I'm a scalper, yeah, I prefer to use usually just 2 days old zones, preferably just from previous day or from current day, even better. Everything what is more fresh. I don't like using really older key levels, because I don't know who was trading 2 weeks ago and if this is still interesting area for another trader. Okay, so I have my zones of interest, prices ranging, left the supply, left the key levels. So I would be looking for an opportunity from this zone for a sell because of this huge candle, and also I would be looking for a buy because price opened with a gap and here left some huge orders. I hope that this is clean, and I would be looking for a conservative way based on shift on delta. And what I want to mention as well is the fact that the conservative way is definitely better when we are trading micro contracts. So in this case, 1 point of ES would be worth just $5 because it's easier to manipulate, to set this right stop loss with your risk. Trading by mini contracts, 1 point is $50. So if you use 4, 5, 6 points stop loss, it's really a lot. So with the micro contracts, you are able to set different strategies with different risk. I mean, for example, if the stop loss is set to 4 points, I use just 3 contracts. If it's set to 6 points, I use just 1 contract. It's easier to set your risk, because in this way of trading, the conservative, the safe stop losses are definitely bigger than the balanced absorption style, and of course than the aggressive. Yes, because in aggressive I use only 2 fixed points stop loss, and in balanced style it is usually between 2 to 4 points stop loss. And here in this way they are really big if the candle with shift on delta is huge. Okay, so we have an idea. I'm zooming in now, so I have already my footprint chart. Yeah, in this video I use one screen with all the things I need. Yeah, footprint, volume profile, and big trade. Below I have delta and volume from the footprint indicator. So I have everything in just one chart. So it is really possible to trade with just one screen. You don't need anything else. Okay, let's start. To see in which direction the price will go. And of course, here looks like a small fresh made supply, right? Here we have positive delta, but price didn't reach up to the zone and price fell down. So maybe someone would like to have an idea to just sell from here, maybe from this value area high from today to the demand. I would say then no. Please do not trade from the no man's land if price is between your 2 main zones. I wouldn't trust that supply, even if it looks like supply, because it missed the main zone, right? It didn't touch. Oh, I see that also my key levels disappeared. I will just draw a line here. Okay, now I have my key level set, and also here. Yes. I will speed this up. It's almost before the lunch time, so let's see if the volume will be enough to reach one of the zones. But it looks like when we are above the VWAP that the price is going to the supply at first. I would like to make it even faster. You can see here how some passive buyers got filled on the bid side. And why? Because here we have the area of aggressive buyers. So someone put limit order here, the price wicked here and still going up. And that level is now as a support. It's price still rising with our direction. So very nice to see this. We almost reached the supply and we are inside the supply. So what we should see now? In the best case, rejection candle, but with it need to be positive delta. The whole candle need to be positive delta like this one, right? And the next candle should be with negative. Why? Because the positive delta, with my beliefs, means that the passive sellers on the ask side got filled. They filled, the orders are filled. And then should come the aggressive sellers. So only sellers on the bid side, heavy sellers, to give me some confirmation, important confirmation, that the whole combination of all the sellers in the market is they are cooperating, right? That some aggressive sellers found the passive, they wanted to follow the intention. So if I see everyone is in the game, I want to also join the market. So please do not jump only when you see the candle inside supply with positive delta, because it can still go up. Because in this moment, we are only guessing if these are passive buyers and passive sellers, because they could be also aggressive buyers who want to break the zone. That's why I started to be more conservative and wait for the second part of the traders, the aggressive ones. I know I used to share setups like taking a trade from top, my short, but now I want to show you only what is working and what is safe, to not risk the money, because that is a hope. Here this candle is a hope that this is the right setup. I will just slow down this. Soon the candle should close. Okay. Now it looks nice, right? We reached the supply zone. This is the rejection candle, definitely weak on the upside, and the delta is highly positive. It's over 600. Now it would be nice to see that aggressive sellers want to follow the intention of these passive sellers. Yeah, we need to see the combination. And do you see this delta? How stronger the sellers are. Almost on each part of the candle, there are only aggressive sellers. So that looks beautiful, but my advice is in this way of trading to wait always for a candle closure. Okay, this is the scenario for a conservative absorption style. This is shift on delta. Take a look how big difference it is. From 600 to almost minus 2000. So many aggressive sellers. That is for me confirmation to take a trade. If my entry would be here, stop loss above the absorption, and the TP is very low. I know that here is key level like VWAP and point of control, the two main key levels. I just want to show you here how should look like the setup with the right entry. The TP is your choice. I would take here personally just maybe 1:1 because the point of control is very close to the VWAP. But the preferable, of course, for this strategy is to see 1:2. So I'm taking a sell.
Order filled.
Yeah, but okay, let's do it like I'm doing this. If the point of control is here, I would aim like 2 ticks above this. Usually I'm not interested in 1:1. And in this way of trading, I have always set my my take profit around 2R, if there is of course a good key level. But let's see if something is interesting here. Yeah, here were a lot of passive buyers, so that could be also good TP, but as I want to teach you, preferable is to use the first on the way, not the last one. And let's go. I would make it faster. This is just the execution of the trade. And again, we can see that the sellers are going here, are even stacked imbalances. I don't like this candle. It moved very up, very high.
Target filled.
Oh yeah, and target is hit. Very, very aggressive reaction. Even the second TP was hit. So rules to remember: set your stop loss above the candle where you think there was the imbalance and the not imbalance, the absorption, and use the very first key level. If you think that 1:1 1R is something what you are happy with, yeah, that was a very good setup. If 2R also. Always try to find the really logical TPs. I'm sometimes scared and I prefer to use everything what is closest to me. So after this move, the price is nicely going hopefully to the demand zone. So let's move this forward. Oh, take a look here. Looks like a nice rejection from the key level, right? This is the key level, value area low, and looks like this candle is doing shift on delta, but it happened from nowhere. This is no man's land. So don't fall into the trap, and do not take too quickly setups. So that's why I'm saying always be focused more on the zones than on key levels, because that here looks like a trap. Zones are better. That's anyway, the candle didn't close like a engulfing nice one. I think I have it marked too fast. And what is price doing here? It is consolidating, yeah? It is creating a support right above demand, and support is for us equally lows. It's still at the same price level. So what we can expect? Fast move down for a buys, and this fast move down need to end it like a highly negative delta with a shift on delta to the positive, of course, to see aggressive buyers. But it's cleanly showing nice support right now. We just need to wait to see the price inside the zone. Okay, we touched the zone. Let's check what will happen. Yeah, how we can see the confirmation. Beautiful one, what I love, that the key level is also reached. Yeah, so it is double confirmation. On the sell setup, here, the price missed our key level, but anyway gave us the trade invitation. A rejection candle with Chiffon Delta. Here I would feel even more comfortable because the key levels also reached already. Very high negative delta. A lot of big orders traded on the bid side, so we can think that these are passive buyers. Of course, if the price will not fall down. So that could be our liquidity grab. Yeah? This is the consolidation with fast move down. Take a look at the volume, and we want to see the rejection. If the price will break, I would leave the charts because my initial idea is invalid. I don't want to get manipulated to look for a sells. Maybe it is just a price manipulation. Price will still go up. I don't know. I want to trade only from the zone. So being loyal to your initial view is very, very important. Do not mess your head. The price is still ranging inside the zone. We see a lot of negative delta, but price is not going down. So what could it mean? That a lot of buyers are here fighting with sellers. Yeah, we already filled the whole gap, the gap left by Asian and London traders. We are inside very important demand zone. So really reaching the key level is giving me even bigger and bigger self-confidence that what we will see is what we wanted to see. It's just moving very fast. We see some positive delta building. First aggressive buyers looks like are joining the market. So we need to see the shift on delta, right? Very clean difference between negative and positive. Oh, and this is, okay, shift on delta, right? But this is not highly positive delta. This is very small one, small value. So still it means if there is not big, definitely big positive delta, that the number of the sellers and the buyers during this 5-minute period of time, they're still same. There are very similar number of them. We want to see definitely more buyers as a confirmation that yes, we are aggressive. We want to move the price up. Okay, almost closure of the candle. Good. What is this number? What is that value? It's definitely shift on delta, right? From minus 650 through this one. Yeah, this is like invisible because still same number of sellers and buyers. To this one. That is how aggressive buyers wanted to push the price down. They appeared here on this price level, here and here. Very aggressive move to the upside. So what does it mean? That this is our invitation. We see the combination of all buyers. Passive big orders got filled, yeah, buy limit orders. Then aggressive buyers by market execution joined the market. And now it's time for us. Stop loss below the absorption. It's huge one. Yeah, I would not use such a big because it's 2, 4, 6, 8 points. 8 points is a lot of money. So by trading mini contracts, that is a risk of $400 in that one setup. I wouldn't risk so much, so definitely it is better to trade this with micro contracts. And let's see, yeah, this is set with the 1 to the 2 risk to reward is set very high to the supply zone. As I said, this is just an example how to recognize the pattern. I would be focused on this. This is less than 1 to the 1, so personally I would leave this setup because of my rules of my risk management. But if someone prefer to trade zone to the zone, and this is also logical of course, and treat this as a long-term trade, because that is aiming for almost 18 points, something like this. It's big one. Let's just check if these aggressive buyers will continue. Beautiful, right? Even bigger volume, even bigger difference between buyers and sellers. And this is, as mentioned on the course, that the second candle after absorption is also with positive delta. I just want to double check what happened here in this scenario. Also, the second candle after absorption is also with negative delta with another aggressive sellers. This is a good sign. Please do not forget about this, because if that one candle would be with positive delta, it could still mean that buyers want to say something, they didn't give up, and you could finish with a loss. I would then really close my trade with a small minus. I don't want to wait for whole stop loss. So it is good to see the combination during your trade, after absorption, after your entry, after shift, that the first candle in your trade is also with your direction. You have very, very high negative delta. And it also happened here. The first candle after our entry is still with aggressive buyers. So that's very, very good. It's a nice confirmation that our setup is the right one. I want to see the orders. Still the aggressive delta is, it broke the VWAP, broke the point of control. Amazing, very big trade. I didn't I didn't click the buy button, but you can see that to our risk to reward ratio the price came. Nice one set up. Personally, I wouldn't take this because too close of the key level, but this is what we are looking for in terms of conservative absorption style. As advice, better to use with micro contracts, because you can set them if you want to trade 10 contracts, 15, 25, or just 1 or 2. Thank you for watching, and next video is about balanced absorption style, so my favorite one.